The Banshee skin actually looks pretty nice. The more I use this, the more I'm really starting to like the thing. You can buy just the skin for 165 platinum, but it is actually well worth the 250 to get this one. Ignoring the sigil, it looks cool, it's got a nice effect to it, but they did one that was heart shaped that did the same thing that cost 1 credit. The weapon skin, and of course as I get to this, it goes around the back, doesn't it? Come on, where is it? The sonicor skin looks amazing actually compared to its normal counterpart, and we'll get onto that in a second, but it's a lot better than I thought it would be. First time I seen this, it was just a case of she's got a big butt and that thing is still a brick. It kind of is. But it's not as much of a brick. It's actually... you can barely see it there. Looks kind of cool. The sigil does go well on her. It just kind of looks weird to take it off. It's how you go around actually equipping this thing that kind of got me. As an example, if I want to have this in my hand the whole time, thank you. If I swap over to a different one and then equip the body and then equip the head, you'll notice it's still got the shoulder piece on. That's because it is actually an armor piece that you have to take off and change for the actual armor piece, the Soprana shoulder armor. Which I thought was cool. What I would have liked is to be able to take it off completely. But the fact that if you put something else on, it just completely overrides it was actually pretty nice. Because you can have many different combinations, and I used to run around with this. Because you used to only be able to put that on one shoulder. For some reason it's now 2. You can have it on both. That's a Halloween thing. It's a bat wing. But it looks cool with that on there either way. Even without it, it still looks pretty nice. But it looks nicer in the original colours. The skin for the sonicor, however, this is what amazed me. Because you've got the normal one, which has like these, it looks like giant blocks. The festive skin kind of changed that up and put these lights on. That's the skin I tend to use on it, because in comparison to that looked nice. It had lots more lines to it. You could have many different colour combinations to it, and it just looked nice. What I really should do, however, is set it back to its standard colours. There you go. And that I liked, because it was, though it's almost exactly the same, it had a few little variations. The lights on it looked really nice, more than anything else. But I had it equipped like this, and as soon as I went to equip the Kelowna skin, it was like, oh wow, that is actually much, much, much nicer. It's definitely rounder, but it's fatter. The bits on each side have in fact been changed, and I was really hoping firing this thing, the way that it blasted would like pulsate as it's going out, kind of like the sigil on the chest does. It didn't do that. That was kind of disappointing. But the skin from all angles, I was really amazed how nice the skin was. Banshee's skin, the more I actually that one and that one, the more I look at it, is actually really nice. It has some nice subtle touches to it, considering Banshee it's all sound based. The headset was nice, though there has been a fair few where it's Voltron because of the way it comes down over the front there. But all in all, the skin looks really, really nice. But the surprise to me wasn't the Banshee skin. It looked nice in the preview pictures. It looked nice equipped. Couldn't get over the fact that she just has that massive butt. I mean, just look at it. It's huge. It's kind of almost, I wouldn't say hypnotic, but it's like a shelf. It's just massive. Anyway, the surprise to me here was the sonicor skin, it really did amaze me when I first put it on, because I was expecting them to do what they did with the festive one, and it's going to be basically the same weapon but just slightly different, because there's not much they can do that would change it without changing it. Equipped it and was like, wow, it's actually, that's what it should have looked like originally. That's really nice compared to the sonicor's a brick. There's no getting around that. It's square, it's a brick. This just made it look so much nicer. Brick, nice. Brick, nice. It's like, I'm probably going to get seriously griefed for this one, but it probably takes somebody about 30 minutes to actually make this entire weapon. Like, if you wanted to make a real life replica. Obviously not one that works that way, but yeah, it's a couple pieces of metal, one piece of wood here, the cut-offs from that you just stick on the end, piece of super glue, done. Visually, it is not a nice weapon. It's always been fugly as hell. But now, god damn, I really do like that. Even in game, the weapon, as I say, the blast doesn't look any different, but Banshee looks kind of better. It's as weird as it sounds. I'm not a big Banshee user, but the skin just looks so much nicer than the normal one did. But that is expected. Is it really worth that kind of platinum though? Well, considering it's a deluxe skin, yeah, I would have paid this either way, because once I'd actually looked at the sonicor skin here properly, I would have realised, yeah, that actually looks really goddamn nice. Like, ridiculously nice. I really am liking the sonicor skin more. But it's expensive as all hell. 250 platinum for basically one weapon skin would have been massively overkill. That guy would not go down there. That was weird. But when you look at it more from, you get Banshee skin as well, yeah, then it kind of becomes worth it, but it's still expensive in its own right, coming in at 250 platinum just to make sure you actually get the weapon skin. And I missed with every single round there. Wow, that was actually pretty bad.